He gives that more grace too. Are we together now? He giveth more grace. Wherefore he said, God resisted the proud, but he giveth more grace. In any case, both the proud and the humble have something that comes from God to them. Are you seeing it now? Proud people have something that comes to them from God. The Bible says resistance. God can bring resistance to a man's life. And then the Bible says for the humble, he brings more grace. Second scripture, Philippians chapter 2 and verse 3. Philippians 2 and verse 3. Let me read very quickly. Let nothing be done, it says, through strife or vain glory. Very interesting expression.
Hello, TikTok Live. Thank you for joining my live. Here I am again. Facebook Live. Thank you for joining my live. Instagram Live. And of course, YouTube. I'm here again to comment, to continue with our cake decorating exercise. Yes. I'm here to continue with our cake decorating exercise. I will now be continue with the trimming. For the next stage now of the cake decorating is to do the trimming and crumb coat, and of course fully ganache, and then we will call it a day for today. Thank you TikTok Live, thank you Instagram Live, thank you Facebook Live, and thank you YouTube Live. Please drop a comment as to where you're joining me from. I'm coming to you live from London, United Kingdom. Drop a comment as to where you're joining me from. Let me know where you're joining me from. Hello, how are you? Everybody, Happy New Year once again. This is the second time I'm coming live today. Showing you the next stage in the cake decorating process. So we're gonna get started now. I'm gonna go wash my hands now, and then we're gonna go start it.
Let's examine the subject of pride. Exactly, is pride, and why is it such a serious issue in my life and in your life? Why do we have to battle and wrestle with this concept, this idea of pride? Where did it come from? Why is pride, negative habits, but this pride thing? It seems to have a bulldog strength that holds on to direct us to deal with the subject of pride.
Yes, so my hands are washed now. I'm now going to go get out the cakes from the fridge. As you know earlier, the cakes were placed in the fridge to set for about an hour or so. So I'm going to now proceed to...
The manifestation of all other spirits, the Lord at all, is condition dependent, including the Holy Spirit. No spirit can veto.
I'll be starting with this one. Okay. So the first one is for us to trim the cake.
Hallelujah. The Bible talks about the idea of pride and how deadly.
So we're going to trim the cake. I've got a clean paper towel here. Remove this clean film.
It always connects it with.
Discard it in the bin.
There is no mention of pride.
And then this turning around a bit. And I can see, just making sure that everybody on the platform are seeing me properly. Yes. I'm in wonderful view on YouTube, great view on Facebook, great view on Instagram, and great view on TikTok. So hi TikTok Live, let me know where you're joining me from. Happy New Year to everybody. Instagram Live, let me know where you're joining me from. Happy New Year to you once again. Facebook Live again, same goes to you. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining my live. YouTube, same goes to you as well. Happy New Year. Please, as you're joining the live session, let me know where you're joining me from. I'm coming to you from London, United Kingdom. Let me know where you are joining me from. If you have any questions for me, please drop it in the comment section, and I will be happy to respond as I check at intervals. Okay, so we'll leave those platforms on and wait for every other person to join. At the moment, I'm going to start. And please show some love. Just to remind everybody, please share to allow others to join the live session. Please share, show some love as well. Like this session or react to it. You can send me stars or gifts. I would appreciate that. Okay, so that I can do this more. Okay, so that I can do this more than more. Okay, please do share. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm gonna now focus on the exercise now. Please do well to share and do well to leave a reaction. Let me know where you're coming from. Interact. I'd appreciate it. Interact with the session. So I've got 4 platforms stage. I've got you on TikTok, thank you. I've got you on Instagram, thank you. And I've got you on Facebook, thank you. And I've got you on YouTube, thank you. Please just share and let me know where you're joining me from. Don't forget to like, share to your page, share to your stories. You might not know, the people that maybe you might have somebody or people on your page that may be interested in what I'm doing. So please do share. Thank you. So I'm beginning with the trimming of the cake. This is just very, very light trimming. Just getting rid of the caramelized segments of my cake, so to speak, and then trimming also to even the sides. I'm trimming to even the sides of my cake so that it is even. There are no burges. The reason why I have this clean paper towel always by my side is to wipe my knife as I walk along. It is clean paper towel. When the spirit leaves a body, that body lies lifeless and begins to deteriorate and begins to decompose because it has no life and power on its own. The body is merely a biological instrument that executes. So I'm just simply trimming my cake to get rid of the caramelized segments of the cake and also to even out my sides so that I have a straight, even sides. That means there is a psychological composition. So when I'm trimming, I usually place my knife like this, right, and then trim round. Okay. Now, across several colleges, universities, there have been all kinds of psychologists who have done. Maybe I should turn around, go to the other side of my table so you can see that motion. So I'm going to go to the other side of my table so that you can see that motion from the camera. They have approached it from a biological standpoint. So, can everybody see me? Yes, everybody can see me. Yes, great. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Straight, ensure that my knife is straight from the top to the bottom, and then proceed in that motion all around the cake to get rid of, first of all, the caramelized bits of my cake, and also to even the sides of my cake. This will make my cake look fine, evenly. It looks even on all sides, so there is no bulge. So this will again help the final look of my cake in terms of finishing. It helps towards a fine finishing of the finished product. He wanted to describe the motivation behind the activities of men on earth so that he would now be able to help us make sense of why men do what they do, why men act the way they act, why men go where they go. Are we together now? This was a very, very successful work. So these cakes are vanilla,
these
red
principles,
velvet,
their understanding of human
and
psychology
cookies and
has
cream.
helped them to build products, help them to build all kinds of platforms based on this. So we're going to look at it very briefly. He postulated a theory of needs, the hierarchy of needs, I meant to say. This is very important. The theory of motivation. And from it came the hierarchy of needs. I won't dwell so much. I just want to give us a basic understanding. Now, there are all kinds of intelligent people here.
That's cookies.
And I'm not speaking as a professor or authority. I was just a good student who studied some of this in an attempt to prepare a message and preach. I have to put that disclaimer. We live in a world that is very civilized now, so please understand that I'm not teaching as any authority with any qualification around psychology.
So what I'm trying to do again, just to reiterate, is to try to get the size of my cake as even as possible. Get rid of any bodies visible I can see as best as I can. It may not be perfect, but at least I aim towards getting it better.
Hallelujah. But then you can trust what I'm saying because they are not my ideas. This is well researched. By God's grace, we are serious.
Different people have different ways, and different bakers, so to speak, have different ways and different processes by which they trim their cakes. This is the way I trim my cakes. If you find it okay and want to take it on board and take on the practice, you're welcome to do that. However, it is no imposition on anyone. Hello, Instagram Live. Thank you for joining my live. I'm in the process of doing some, trimming cake. So, join me to trim some cake. TikTok Live. Let me know what you think in the comment section. How do you think my cake is looking? Facebook. Michael, I say, thank you, sir. You're welcome. Yes, so let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me from Nigeria. God bless you. Facebook Live. Thank you. So please show some love, guys. Share the live session. Leave me comment. Let it make it interactive. I will come to the screen and check your comments as fast as I can to respond accordingly. Please share the live session, right? And show me some love. Share, like, leave a reaction, leave a comment. Let me know that you're actually enjoying the session I'm doing. Okay? I would appreciate the support. Thank you, and Happy New Year to you and your families as you're joining me. Where are you joining me from? Let me know in the comment section. I'm coming to you live from London, United Kingdom, by the way. So this segment, this particular one is done. Okay. I'm going to put it aside. So I'm done with the streaming of this cake. It is. So what do you think? Let me know. Let me know. So I'm going to just tidy up my table. So there it is. The trimming is done. What do you think? Let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think of the trimming? Let me know if I can see you. Thank you. Let me wave to all my Instagram joiners. I know that you're here. Thank you. So I'm waving to you guys. Thank you for joining my live session. Instagram Live. TikTok Live. Where did you get the knife, please? Yes, TikTok Live. B, thank you for your comment. I got the knife from, I actually got it a very long time ago. I believe I got it, I got it from Amazon. It's actually available on Amazon. Or I would have got it from Cake Decorating Company. Because those are the main companies I owe Vanilla Valley. My best bet is that I got it from Amazon. It was a very long time ago. That knife is about, I think it was at the start of my cake decorating exercise about 5 years ago. Yes, but you can surely get it from Amazon. Thank you, B. Okay, that you got the answer response. Thank you. Thank you for your kind comments. And please keep the interactions coming up. I would appreciate if you can share the live session as well to allow others to come. And show me some love as well, please. Thank you. Thank you everyone that is joining. I appreciate you. Happy New Year to you and your families. Thank you for joining. Please show some love, like, and leave some comments. I appreciate that. Chloe, Emmanuel.
you now start thinking of personal security.
Chloe, Emmanuel. Sorry guys, I'm alerting my children to some things they need to be doing. I'm live now. Yes, this bit is done. This particular one is done. I'm going to place this aside for a few minutes to now work on the second one, because I'll be trimming both cakes and crumb coating.
Now you have to need a gym. Now you have to need a gym instructor to help you manage your health. Why? Because those needs are right. Exactly. They now tell you avoid these.
Hello Instagram Live. Thank you for joining me. Please let me know in the comment section where you're joining me from. So just to keep my space a bit defined, I'm going to clean up this a bit, not so much because I'm still going to make more mess. Okay.
Okay, this one says belongingness and love needs. I call it love and acceptance needs.
Careful with that.
It starts with basic needs. You don't want to die. Once you solve that, then you now.
Still going to make more mess.
Security needs.
I'm just so bear with me for a moment, guys. I just need to go wash my hands. London, UK. Thank you, B. Okay. Oh, so where am I based? I'm based in London, United Kingdom. Southwest London to be precise. London, United Kingdom. So just bear with me, guys. I just need to wash my hands and we'll continue with the next one.
Notice the ascension that the basic and most desperate of your need is to eat, sleep. Once that is solved, the needs increase. The need for security and safety. Once that is solved, the next need is the need for love and acceptance, relationships, and all kinds of platforms.
Where is the manual?
The moment that is solved, then now this becomes.
Yeah, get them. What is what? Do I have to keep reminding you all the time? So yes, my hands are washed now, so I just use this one to tidy up.
The fourth part of the pyramid is called esteem. What does that mean? The need for the esteem for oneself and the need to find respect.
Right, I'm going to move on now to the second cake.
Reputation is a description of
the second cake is not as tall. Oh, thank you for the show of love, guys. Thank you, TikTok Live. Thank you for the show of love.
Your social needs have also been met. The next thing that is left is your ego and your reputation. You need to understand this so that as you in leadership in your company, in ministry, understand that we are growing. A time will come if you do not know how to manage your people in trouble. Because a time will come, the people you are raising will not need food again. The people in your company, the staff may have started as maybe even a security person somewhere, opening and closing the gate. But eventually, as they begin to rise,
so we're going to start with the second cake now. It's not as tall as the one earlier, but that's fine.
many parents do not understand.
This cake is about 7 inches tall, while the other one was about 8.5 inches tall.
If he's receiving school fees from you,
so I'm going to begin trimming this one as well.
Now, if he's earning a scholarship of hundreds of thousands of naira or dollars, you see that the priorities change.
So again, got my clean paper towel to wet my knife as I go along. So let me see if there are any comments for me to respond to before I continue. Thank you for the show of love. Thank you for the show of love, guys. On Instagram, on TikTok Live, YouTube, Facebook, and also Instagram. Please don't forget to share, like, and give me a comment. Let me know where you're joining me from. Again, begin to stream. Get rid of any. Just trying to make my surfaces as smooth, as even as possible. Okay. So again, trimming gently, just light trimming. Here also I've got cookies and cream. I've got red velvet, and I've got this is Madeira orange flavor in this cake.
doesn't matter whether they are wearing an oversized cloth or not. It doesn't matter whether what they are wearing is torn or not. Because
just getting rid of the excess, the bulges, and making my cake as smooth as possible. The size of my cake as smooth as possible.
You now rise to safety needs. I'm tired of staying in a house with 5 or 6 or 10 people. I think I need my own place now. Security and safety. Is that true? Yes. Esteem needs. The need for independence, the need for status, the need for prestige. This is why people join all kinds of groups and societies. This is why people begin to come up with all kinds of things that help to concretize their relevance and status and prestige and reputation.
How are you all doing? Happy New Year to you. Service Sweets Niger, thank you for joining my live. Please don't forget to share. Let me know where you're joining me from. I'm coming to you live from London, UK. So what I'm doing now, I'm trimming my cakes, preparing it for Crumbcoating.
At age 80 or 90, the gentleman does not care again, or the old man does not care whether his hair is full. He does not care whether he zips his trousers. He does not care whether the buttons are in place.
So I've got a clean paper towel here, which I'm using to wipe my knife before at intervals.
You, as a young man, to look at the person and say, sorry, you're putting this shoe is supposed to be this way. And he says, so that is what your focus is on. Because at that level, it is legacy. His pride is not what he does with himself or with himself again. His pride is the people that he's able to raise that become instruments of continuity. Notice how this transition happens in your life. If you flog your child, male or female, your teenage child especially, in the presence of anyone, that is a huge embarrassment. You would have taught something. But you see an adult who fall down on the road and stand up and toss himself like nothing happened because he's looking for a job. He has 3 children and he needs to sort things out. That shame that he used to have as a little boy has gone because of other needs and other serious priorities. Abraham Marshall. Final recap, and we'll get back to the teaching. Arranged in order of priority, ascending order, psychological well-being needs, and then safety needs, love and acceptance needs, esteem needs, self-actualization needs. Praise the name of the Lord. Now,
hello guys, TikTok live.
Thank you.
Hello guys, Instagram live.
I appreciate. Thank you. Let's get to work.
Hello,
Praise the name of the Lord. Hallelujah.
Facebook live.
I appreciate you. Now,
and of course, YouTube.
We teach this in our school of ministry. The highest psychological need of all men. Please write it and study it in the name of Jesus. May you never forget. This is the golden.
Okay, I think I'm satisfied with the way this one looks.
The highest psychological need of all men is the need to be loved.
I'm now going to put it aside again and commence the Crumbcoating exercise.
Please write it down. The highest psychological need of all men is love, the need to be accepted, the need to be celebrated.
Okay, just tidying up my acrylic board. So that's the trimming exercise completed. Okay. So put this aside.
The white man, please come. Let him come.
Okay.
Please, if you can. Don't be embarrassed. Please come. Come. Nothing to embarrass you at all. Please come.
I'm going to allow me to work easily. I'm going to get rid of this mess.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that you would need this. Thank you, ma'am. God bless you. Please come, sir. Please come.
So bear with me. Just tidying up this mess for a bit.
Thank you.
It's still going to be really messy, so but let me get this one up.
watch this. Watch this. You may not know them, and you don't even know what they have done. But your craft has fulfilled this law. The need, whatever it is that you have done, what they receive from your craft is that I am.
So wash my hands.
Am I right, man?
One more time again. I wash my hands before I start my projects. I wash my hands at intervals as needed as I progress with the projects.
Come and talk to this woman and tell her you don't like me and see what she will do to you.
Okay, just cleaning up a bit to allow for me to continue. Okay, wash my hands again.
Honor you, sir and ma, and we ask them to come to this altar and we ask everyone to stand and then to applaud them. Are we together now? Chances are that this our mother here and this our uncle here may not hate me easily. Are you seeing that now? Why? Because the memory of my honor, fulfilling that psychological condition, will not give them the room. Now imagine, let's reverse it. Imagine that as our mother and our uncle were coming up here, we asked them to come out and I started shouting at them. Respectfully.
We're not going to progress with Crumbcoating. Okay?
Waste my time. Come and stand here before.
Crumbcoating.
Now they keep quiet. Now watch this. And then
Chloe Emmanuel.
Stand and I push them and push and nobody helps her up and she stands here. And when I'm done with
so we'll start with this one.
And I just push them like I'm pushing animals. Can I tell you this? It is possible that next week you would never see them here again.
And put this one back.
Now you understand what I said. The higher psychological need.
I'm going to go to the other side of the table so I can see me clearly with my right hand.
The need to feel appreciated. The need to feel celebrated. And the need to feel, what's the last one?
So I've got a clean paper towel again in case I need it to wipe. So for my Crumbcoating, I need 2 items. I need my long metal scraper. Where's my?
Are we together now? Please let's celebrate our mother.
And my offset spatula. So I need these 2 for this exercise. So this is white chocolate ganache. Hello Joy once again. How are you? Thank you. This is a white chocolate ganache that I'm going to be using to crumb coat the skirt. White chocolate ganache. It's made up of 2 ingredients: double cream and white chocolate. I'll be uploading a video on my YouTube channel shortly as to how I make my white chocolate ganache. I already have a video on my YouTube channel as to how I make my milk chocolate ganache. So this is white chocolate ganache, which I'm going to be using to crumb coat the cakes. Crumb coat is simply an exercise whereby you seal in the crumbs.
Before I define pride, let me tell you this.
Where you seal in the crumbs. That is, I just finished trimming the cakes, and of course, naturally there will be a lot of crumbs, that would have been generated. So this helps to seal in the crumbs, so that when I'm actually now properly decorating the cakes, there will be no cake crumbs in the way of my final decoration. So this seals it in.
In the feeling
okay.
Insecurity.
So I'm applying my milk chocolate. So it's just a small application of whatever icing you're using. It doesn't necessarily have to be chocolate ganache. If I'm making buttercream cakes, I crumb coat with buttercream. So it depends on what you're working with. The final goal of your cake. It's because these cakes are going to be decorated in fondant. So for my fondant cakes, I usually use ganache under the fondant as a base. That is why I'm using ganache, chocolate ganache to crumb coat. So if my final cake was going to be a buttercream decorated cake, then I will be using buttercream to crumb coat. Having said that, I'm aware that other bakers use ganache to crumb coat their cakes, even though they are decorating it in buttercream. It's fine, but that's not my own way of decorating the cake. If I'm decorating my cake in buttercream, I use buttercream to crumb coat. If I'm decorating my cake using in fondant, I use ganache to crumb coat. So now the next process is just simply filling in all those gaps and then using my offset spatula to scrape off the excess and smooth the size of my cake.
Ask those who are legal practitioners, ask those who operate as security people all around. They will tell you when you catch some of these people.
Okay, my surface, as I stated in my earlier live session, has always been cleaned and disinfected. So it is fine when I place my tools on it. So making this as smooth as possible, and then I'm going to place it back in the fridge to set, and then I will then apply a final coat of ganache, which will be now of my fondant.
And an attempt to manage unworthiness. Are we together now? Yes. We're dealing with
applying, filling up all the gaps everywhere that needs to be filled, and then smoothing it out.
I will tell you.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
And then we'll look at these scriptures. Please write this down.
Making sure my scraper is straight from the top to the bottom, and then gently swipe all around the cake, getting rid of the excess and smoothing out my sides. Okay, I'm going to do this a few times because I want my crumb coat application to be as smooth, to be very, very smooth before I put it back. So I want it to be very, very smooth, so that of the process will be easier. It won't be too difficult for me. Cake decorating is very messy, so be prepared for mess. If you are going to go into that, be prepared for mess. It is indeed very messy. You can see during this Crumbcoat, you can see cake crumbs, yeah? In the middle of the icing. That is okay. That is why it is Crumbcoat. So it is sealing it now, so when you apply the next layer, you will not find all that in there.
A high or inordinate opinion of one's.
I'm going to concentrate now my application of ganache at the top of my cake because it seems that it is uneven to my bottom. Okay, so that fills it up.
On one hand, it can be a perception that is cherished in the mind. It never finds physical visibility. And then the second, it can be vocally expressed.
So let me do the top. Doesn't need to be perfect,
we call it
but I try to be as when I'm doing one stage of my cake, every process I'm trying to achieve a very good result at each stage, so that it will make it easier for the next stage. So even though I don't really need to be perfect with my crumb coating, I just needed to prepare it for the next stage of my application, so that you make that process easier. So as I get along, it makes every stage easier.
On the strength of one's perception or obvious achievements.
So I'm almost done with this one because the crumb coating exercise is almost completed, and then I will place this in the fridge to set for the next stage of the ganaching application. It still looks like this bit here is still not straight with the other side, so I'm going to apply a bit more buttercream to fill it up. A bit more chocolate ganache to make it even.
So pride, the lust for the praises of men. Number 2, inordinate opinion of
Again,
oneself.
against my, so you can see it is straight, but it is important that all sides are straight. So in case any side is not straight, fill up where it needs to be straight and proceed accordingly. Okay, see, this side needs to be dealt with. I'm going to deal with that again.
The heart of man is haughty. That's another word for pride. And before honor,
I'm going to do that again.
Wow. That means every time you see pride, pride is only a John the Baptist or something that is
okay, so let's do that again one more time. And straight.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And it says before honor is humility. Very powerful scripture. That anytime you see pride.
Okay, I'm okay with the way it is now. I'm not going to bother with that stuff. In fact, I'm just going to use my spatula to even it out a bit. But I'm not really going to do much with that because I'm still going to apply some another coat of ganache onto it.
The Bible again here says, pride goes before destruction.
I'm just smoothing the top of my buttercream a bit. The top of my cake a bit.
So pride
smoothing that a bit.
It means that when Satan wants to destroy a man, wants to destroy a people, the first thing that happens is that
then give it a final sweep. Make sure that every aspect is not left out.
Is beginning to fall over their lives and their destinies. The third scripture, Proverbs 29 and verse 23. Proverbs 29 and verse 23. I'd like us to read together if you do not mind. Ready? Please read. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. One more time, please. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold.
Okay, so I'm going to place this back in the fridge to set a bit more, probably for the next 10-15 minutes. That's crumb coat done on this cake. Do whatever tidy up you can tidy up on the cake throne.
It has brought down nobles.
Place it back in the fridge.
It has such potent power to destroy a man's future. Pride. Hallelujah. When the devil wants to do that, the highest psychological need of all men is the need to be loved, to be valued, to be celebrated. But there is man. The Bible tells us that state is a state that only leads to destruction. Let me say this sincerely. We live in a celebrity world today. We live in a world of superstars. Nothing wrong with it.
Hello, thank you, TikTok Live. Thank you for the show of love, guys. Thank you for joining my last session. Thank you. Emo Patience, thank you once again. Yeah, with me again on TikTok. Thank you very much. Instagram. Oh, yes. Thank you, Joy. I'm glad you're fine. Alexandra's mom, again, thank you for joining my last session. We are back continuing again with the cake decorating exercise. And of course, Facebook, thank you. YouTube, thank you also. So we'll move on to the next cake.
Most times when people watch
to crumb coat the next cake.
There is this sense of admiration.
So you can see my ganache has stiffened up a bit. That's the thing with ganache. It sets at the temperature as you use it. It sets. So that's why it is very effective for fondant cake decorating, because once it sets, it helps the finishing look of your cake. Okay, so I'm just going to mix it a bit to soften it, and of course add more, because this is not going to be enough for this exercise. And sometimes you might need to place this in the microwave for a couple of minutes. Or sorry, I said a couple of minutes. No, if you turn to something else, a couple of seconds. To soften it up a bit to enable you to apply onto the cake. So bear with me a moment. I just need to add more to this and then heat it up a little bit.
When the Lord began to teach me about pride, every day till today until tomorrow, can I tell you this? Let me challenge you. There are issues that when we're discussing, you can easily say, no. When you talk of character and moral excellence, you can say, oh, no, that's me. Or that does not concern me. When we talk of witchcraft and manipulation, oh, that does not concern me. When we talk about money and other things, oh, that does not concern me. But the subject of pride and humility, there is nobody. These are the kind of teachings that there is no hell there. It's the kind of teaching that when they are done, from the preacher himself to everybody, you cry and roll before God and say, Lord, help me. Because pride is
so my ganache again is being added on to. So I'm just mixing it to make sure that it is at the texture I want it to be, making sure there are no lumps. Otherwise, it will make your work a bit challenging. And I'm trying as best as possible, especially in the year 2025, to make sure my work is as easy peasy as I can make it. So anything that is going to pose any challenge to my work, I tried to address it before. So yes. Having said that, even when that doesn't sometimes get rid of all the challenges, so my milk chocolate ganache, sorry, my white chocolate ganache, and it's its right consistency now. Then I'm going to begin to apply it onto my cake to crumb coat this particular cake as well. The one on my knife has gone solid, so I need to wipe my knife with my clean paper towel to make sure that my knife is my palette knife, yes, knife, to make sure it is smooth, and when I'm applying it, it applies smoothly. So again, pour and smooth out. Okay. Crumb coating, as I said, we're sealing in the crumbs. Just is a small application of whatever icing you're using to seal in those crumbs so that it doesn't get in the way of your final cake decoration. Okay, so I'm using my palette knife to apply it all over my cake. This one doesn't need generous application. You just need to make sure that every area of the cake is covered. It doesn't need to be generously applied. And of course, I'm going to now use my cake scraper, metal cake scraper, to scrape off the excess. To scrape off the excess. Smooth it out and scrape off the excess. And then now I'm going to treat the top to smoothen out a bit before I then begin to fill in those gaps. Apply more ganache to fill in those gaps. Cake decorating is very, very messy, believe me or not. Very, very messy. So be prepared for a lot of mess. Whether you are baking, whether you are ganaching, whether you are decorating, whether you are trimming, whether you are using buttercream, whether you are using ganache, it is very, very messy. So always be prepared for the mess. So it's actually a lot of work. A lot of work in terms of work and the decorating, and a lot of work in terms of the cleaning up afterwards. So, yeah. So we're scraping off the excess and smoothing it out to have an even smooth crumb coating. base. So this ensures a smooth base for our final application. The crumbs are all sealed in, so they won't get into the way of our next coating of ganache, which is probably going to be very, very light. So I just want to make sure that this is my metal scraper is sitting on my board. So while sat on there, it needs to be uneven. It needs to sit even against the size of the cake. So if there's any gap, that means you need to scrape off the excess and make sure it is even. And that's what I'm doing now to make sure that my sides are straight and even. Okay. This is fine. Just making sure I'm capturing all sides. Please don't forget to share. Show me some love, like the live session, share to your page, your stories, to alert others to join the live session. This is going to be concluding shortly because I'm almost done with this particular exercise. At some point, some people put their spatula in warm water to heat it up a bit so that it can help the smoothing process. But I'm not going to bother about that at this stage because there's still going to be another application on this. So I'm not going to waste too much of energy. I just need to get my size of the cake as even as I can get it. So I'm going to now deal with the top, remove the lip, the excess. There's still going to be more lip at the top, but then I just want to remove this one now. Smooth out the top as best as I can. Get it. There's still going to be like smoothing out with the second application. So yes, just making sure I'm getting everything as I want to get it. Okay, I think I'm going to do this final sweep now and then close for this particular application. Okay. Right. So that's it. That's my crumb coat for this cake also done. So the crumbs are sealed in. My size is straight and even, not that perfect now. It is the second application that is going to make it perfect. Again, I'm going to place it back in the fridge to set, and that will be hello YouTube. Thank you for joining my live session. I'm just finishing off the crumb coating of this cake. This is the second one, by the way. We've done the first one. Placing it back in the fridge to set. So guys, thank you for joining my live session. So I'll be coming on live again. I know it's late, so if you're still awake, I will be fully ganaching that cake tonight. But I need to I need to ensure that it is set before I proceed to the next process. So I'm going to fully ganache the cakes tonight. So the only thing I'm going to be doing tomorrow is simply decorating. So the foundation will be completed tonight. So what I'm going to be doing tomorrow is simply decorating. So you're welcome to join me live on all platforms again tomorrow on YouTube. You're welcome to do that. Thank you for the show of love on YouTube. I do really appreciate that. Thank you. Please keep it a date. Probably I'll be coming on earlier than I did today. So I'll be coming on live on YouTube. Let's set the time for about 3 p.m. or latest by 4 p.m. Coming on live to do the begin both cakes for the live cake decoration. But tonight I'll be finishing up the foundation for that. So I'll still be coming on live to finalize the ganaching process. But I need it to be in the fridge to set for some time. So maybe in an hour's time, I'll come on live again. So if you're still awake, you're welcome to join me live. You're welcome to join me live in about an hour's time. Thank you, Instagram Live. I really appreciate that. Thank you, TikTok Live. Thank you, Facebook Live. And thank you, YouTube Live. Thank you for your time now. And I'll look forward to seeing you in about an hour's time. All love from here, guys. Bye for now. Take care. End stream. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. God bless you.